Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. We take a look at the short-term, well, there isn't really a short-term bullish scenario anymore, so we just follow the primary count, which is the short-term bearish scenario. At the moment, we see the expected sell-off. It did happen pretty much in a straight line today, fueled a little bit by the SEC news that Binance is going to be sued or has been sued. And we have here an interesting situation in the market in which very bearish news came together with a price chart which had already a sell-off pretty much built in. Yeah, so if you've been watching these videos, you know that over the last few weeks we've been talking about one more low, one more low, one more low, one more low. And today we had the situation where Bitcoin was in resistance. I mean, okay, that was the case yesterday. Bitcoin was in resistance here in our resistance area, hit the first target that was basically, I don't want to say required, but that was the likely target for the wave 2. And bearish news hit it and it sold off. The expectation was for a third wave sell-off. And the third wave sell-off is anyway the most bearish one or the strongest one in any trend. And if you have that situation plus bearish news, then yeah, that can obviously free the price. I want to say the price got set free because we had an area of chop, instability for weeks now. So it's really good to see finally that movement and the expected break below the A wave low. So I'm happy with that because any move to the upside here recently was just corrective. So it was correct to not make a bullish breakout scenario the primary expectation, even though it was not too unlikely. It was one of our scenarios as well, but as I highlighted, to really consider something more bullish, the price needs to prove it first. And it would only do that by showing us that it can fulfill a 5-wave move to the upside above resistance, which it didn't do. So the overall idea was to go lower. Bitcoin is currently moving in this descending price channel. It's the corrective price channel. We've nearly reached the lower boundary line of that trend channel. You can see that we topped in a wave 1 here in April. That is currently the assumption. We're currently coming down in a wave 2, which has now been confirmed by the latest price action. And we're looking at this move up, move down as a WXY structure. In the Y wave, we have an A wave, we have a B wave, and we have a C wave. Alternatively, this is also just a WXY in wave Y, but I think it was so far at least the correct decision to call it an ABC, because in the C wave, the third wave is typically the strongest, and the situation that we have here and the behavior is very much in line with what a wave 3 normally does. So we're going to zoom in a minute as well. A wave 3 is typically the strongest wave. So the idea is to go a little lower possibly. Yeah, I would expect this to finish somewhere below $24,600, $24,700. It can go down to 22K in this scenario, but if I had to pick an area, I would sort of choose the area between 24 and 24.7K, okay? We'll see. What I wanted to highlight is whenever we have periods of a high volume sell-off, which we had today, look at the volume, we need to be ready that prices could turn around earlier, okay? So we have nearly reached the 50% retracement at 25.3K. I think we came down to 25.4 today. I've been saying for weeks that I like to see a wave 2 come back to the 50% retracement. Many of you who've been following this channel for longer know that. What I would like to see ultimately for a bottom signal, what is that? I want to see, ideally, from an indicator point of view, the RSI go a little lower. It's now already at 36. It's getting interesting now. If the indicator, the RSI on the daily, gets close to what it was on the 10th of March, which was here around 29.30, but price is higher, which I think it can certainly be, It's quite far away from the 10th of March low. In my opinion, this would be very bullish. Ultimately though, without a 5-wave move up and a 3-wave move down, we cannot confirm that a low is in. We need to see 5 waves up on a decent time frame and 3 waves down. I will guide you through the process anyway. Then we can only confirm the low is in. But technically speaking, I like to buy slowly on the way down, only slowly, because capital preservation is still very wise, I think, at the moment. We haven't got any sign that the downtrend is over, so it's literally just catching the falling knife. But we know that in crypto, prices turn around at an instant, and we are now in a support area. So buying slowly on the way down, not that you should do it, but that's what I do. And then being a bit more aggressive when we have the first 1-2 setup, basically the first 5 up and the first 3 waves down, forming a higher low. This could be the breakout setup that we need. But still technically, buying slowly on the way down, only slowly, yeah, because again, prices can turn around at an instant in crypto, and I don't like to chase. That's how it is. Now, saying that, generally I'm fairly well positioned in terms of a spot situation, Bitcoin, you know, but yeah, let's see. I want to add a bit more in swing trading positions here as well in this price range. Now, we have now nearly reached also the lower boundary line of that trend channel. We've hit nearly the 25.3k level, which is the 50% retracement, and we're way oversold on the 4-hour chart. So last time we were that much oversold was here, and Bitcoin rallied quite a bit. It was not a substantial rally, but it rallied still from 27 to 30k. So I think we are going to see a bit of positive upside in the next few days. At the moment, it looks to me as if Bitcoin is wrapping up this third wave. So let's just zoom in, 30-minute chart maybe, and let me hide the volume. So obviously the idea, if you've been following the videos for the last few days, you know that a third wave down was anticipated. I think we had a top of the wave 2 on Sunday. Then here the wave 3 is currently unfolding. I think we had a 1-2 setup. I highlighted earlier today that we probably finished the wave 1 and the wave 2 is expected, but that is probably when the bearish news hit and it didn't even have a chance to rally into resistance. So it was an extremely short wave 2, and this here was a 3, maybe still ongoing, the third wave. At some point we get the fourth wave, which should be characterized by hours and maybe days of sideways action, and then a fifth wave down of the third, then should get a fourth and a fifth. This is how it should unfold. So I keep you updated. That's basically everything about Bitcoin at the moment. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.